Hey, I just want to give you like a scan analysis and stuff like that because I know we had a good talk today, and I think I convinced you to measure your dinner and also, to be more cognizant of those hidden calories and things like vitamins and stuff like that. Hopefully, I know like you have to process things in your own time, but hopefully it resonated somehow, some way. So there are actually a lot of really, really, really good things with this scan. Okay. So one thing that sticks out is you lost in this time, which was about 4 weeks, even a little bit less than 4 weeks, you lost 5.1 pounds of muscle. I'm sorry, correction, 5.1 pounds of body fat. And that's exactly what we want. That means you're losing about 1.25 pounds of body fat a week, which is tremendous. And that's with you not even really, like taking control of the nighttime foods. So 1.25 pounds of fat loss a week is exactly where we want to be. Okay. You gain 4.6 pounds of lean body mass, and 3.3 of that is in the form of water. Just from you probably, your water intake is better, you're more hydrated, stuff like that. Okay, so that's where, 1.3 pounds of dry lean mass, so that your net loss is only 0.5 pound. So the issue that I'm seeing here is you're losing the fat, okay, which is great, but you're still carrying around body weight that is tough for your knees to handle in the long term. So what do we do about this? Right now, given the fact that you're losing 1.25 pounds of fat a week, stick to doing what you're doing, but get your nighttime food on point, and it might happen even faster and better for you at a rate in which you'd be losing the body fat and losing the body weight at a faster rate than you are gaining any kind of water weight or skeletal muscle mass, if that makes sense. So if you gain, 0.75 pounds of skeletal muscle mass, but you lose 2 pounds of fat in that week, then your net loss is significant. Now that's like scientific. You can't really control that, in terms of what your body's going to do. But I do think if you can hit those numbers specifically with your nighttime foods and obviously, the vitamin choices, I think it will happen. I really do. Just because of how fast your fat loss is happening right now. I think it would happen even faster. Okay? So, you did lose 2.1%. Sorry, my hand just shook. Oh, let me straighten this out. Okay. Better position. You did lose 2.1% of your body fat as well, which is good. And then you have muscular gains, which obviously you can't control this. It's not like you can say, I don't want to gain muscle. This is just going to happen. All right. So we can't sit here and say, okay, you gained 2.7 pounds of muscle. We don't want to gain any more. Ideally, no. But if it happens, it happens. That's not the worst thing in the world, right? I just, like I said, don't want to see you continuing to carry around so much weight. So muscle gain is muscle gain. It's going to happen. It's going to do what it wants. But ideally, we need to lose fat faster than we're gaining muscle, at a faster rate than we're gaining muscle, which you currently are. But I want to speed that up even more. And the only way we can speed that up even more is with hitting those numbers, which I think you know. Okay. So you gain 4.5% of your ability to support your body weight with your right arm, 4.2 with your left, 2.3 with your core. Your legs stay pretty much the same. Lost a little bit in your right leg, and your left leg you gain a little bit, tiny bit. Okay, so it was really upper body strength gain that you experienced in these 4 weeks. Now the scan originally said to lose 73.4 pounds. It's less 6.4 pounds than that right now. So in the 4 weeks, the recommendation is 6.4 less. So if we can double that in the next 4 weeks and double that in the 4 weeks after that, next thing you know, it's down 18 pounds less in the recommendations, which would be great. Okay. I mean, you're looking at trying to be down, I would say, let's try to be down 10 more pounds in these next 4 weeks of body fat loss. So you'd be looking at 96 pounds of body fat. And that's less, down 10 pounds. And that's 2 pounds a week, which you are currently at 1.25 pounds a week. So that's just increasing it 3/4 pounds, if that makes sense. And I know you can do that if you just clean up that one part of your diet. Okay, so where did you lose the fat from? You lost, my hand is shaking, sorry. I'm holding my phone weird right now. There we go. 0.9 pounds from your right arm, 0.7 pounds from your left arm, so almost a full pound from each. You lost 1.1 from your trunk and 1.1 from your right leg, so over 1 pound of fat off of your trunk and right leg, and then almost 1 pound off your left leg, 0.9. And then you lost 1 level of visceral fat. Okay, so again, if we can get this to 2 pounds of fat loss a week, I'd like to see this visceral fat number significantly decrease. That's that dangerous internal fat. So we see that decrease. We see your body weight go down. We see your body fat go down. You're carrying less weight around. Helps with knee pain and everything else. Helps you be able to move more because you're not having to carry so much weight. And this one, which doesn't seem to really scare you, that internal fat one will decrease. All right, but I think the pain one, so me telling you, I think if you were to lose 10 pounds of body fat in the next 4 weeks, and then maybe another 8 to 10 to the end of the program, so that would be like, a net loss of 25 pounds of body fat through this program, this 12-week program you've committed to, I think could happen. And now you're looking at, being down to about 205, 210. 210, I'd say. 215 by the end of the program. But it's going to take serious discipline and commitment on your part. Like I said, maybe this weekend it doesn't happen, but it needs to happen on Monday in your upcoming weeks. And I know that you can do that, but somehow, some way, you have to put it in your mind to do it. Okay, let me know if you have questions.